learn Chinese in Shanghai? Should you or should you not? Shanghai is one of the world's most popular destinations to study Mandarin, and every year thousands of students come to Shanghai to study Chinese, and there are very good reasons for it. So let me today give you 5 reasons why you should study Chinese in Shanghai, and then 3 reasons why you should not. Because Shanghai is great, it's a fantastic place to study, but it's not for everyone, so it really does depend on you. And the first thing is rather obvious. Because Shanghai is such a popular place to study Mandarin, there is a huge choice of different schools, universities, tutors and teachers. So you really have a very high level of Mandarin teaching in Shanghai in general. And there's a lot of choice where you want to do it, how you want to do it, because there's so many people going there. So finding a good place to study Mandarin in Shanghai is not a very difficult thing. Secondly, Shanghai is a very developed modern city, so most people there have a quite high level of education, and many will be university students or university graduates who speak very standard Mandarin. So you will be surrounded by many people who speak very good Mandarin because they learned it at university and spoke it throughout their whole career, so you will find plenty of Mandarin speakers. Thirdly, Shanghai is probably the world's most modern city today. Shanghai is amazing from the things you can do there. Everything goes online, everything goes through your mobile phone. You're paying your rent via your mobile phone. You are filing reports through your mobile phone. You do everything through your mobile phone. And so in that respect, really, Shanghai is probably one of the most, if not the most advanced places in the whole world. And that's an exciting thing to see. And fourth, Shanghai is an incredibly international city, so you will be meeting people in Shanghai from all over the world, not just Chinese, but there are Japanese, Americans, South Americans, from all over the world you're going to meet people. And there is this massive community that is incredibly international, and it's really interesting. Boring people don't go to Shanghai, let's say it like that. You really find very fun people that are interested, and they do things that are really cutting edge. And it's really, Shanghai is one of those very few world capitals, basically, where humanity comes together and tries to figure out how are we going to live our lives in the future. And that's what's happening in Shanghai. And this is very interesting to see. And you will be finding everything from amazing European food to African dances, like everything. Like, you find so much stuff there in such an enormous international city. And number 5, well, Shanghai is probably one of the most fun places you can go to. The nightlife in Shanghai is legendary. There is a lot to do. For all different price ranges, you can spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a night in super exclusive nightclubs and bars, or you really cheap, more student dive places. The city never sleeps. Like, you can eat, drink, party, whatever, 24/7. So nightlife is amazing, but there's also huge cultural life. There are a lot of museums there, and there's a lot of things that you can do in Shanghai. Like, you might be spending the morning going to a propaganda museum for old communist art, in the afternoon going to a modern art exhibition, in the evening go to the Shanghai wedding market, which is an experience, I can tell you, to go to, and then spend the whole night partying on the Bund till like 6 a.m. and the next day do something else completely crazy. So Shanghai is an incredibly fun city. So those are 5 reasons why you should study Mandarin in Shanghai. And now let me give you 3 reasons why maybe not. Well, the first one is, so while many people speak Mandarin in Shanghai, the original language of Shanghai is Shanghai-hua, and that belongs to the Wu languages, and that is not Mandarin. So particularly amongst the older generation, you are still going to find a lot of people who speak Shanghai-hua to each other, and that's not Mandarin. So that is different to what you'll be learning in your textbook, and you will not be able to understand it. So that's a disadvantage. So this is the case in most places in China, and that there is actually a local language that is different to Mandarin. So this is one disadvantage for studying Chinese in Shanghai. And the second one is, well, Shanghai is not cheap. So because it is such an attractive, exciting international city, a lot of people want to go there. And as a result, particularly rent is pretty high. So you are going to spend a fair amount of money on studying Chinese in Shanghai. It's not a budget destination, to say it like that. If you want to save money, going to a small city like Beihai would probably be more efficient. And the third reason is, well, Shanghai is huge. It's not just big, it's huge. It's 24 million people together. And there's always something happening, which means it's loud, busy. Like if you go to the subway, there are millions of people on the streets, there are traffic jams, there's people everywhere. I mean, you have Shanghai's the world's biggest subway system, and transportation is mainly through electronic cars now, and it's a lot of things are being done, but that does not change the fact when you have 24 million people together, it's very, very busy. So if you're looking for somewhere to relax and have a bit more of a laid-back lifestyle, Shanghai is not for you, because Shanghai is not relaxed and Shanghai is not laid-back. Shanghai is very like that. It's always happening. So yeah, it's a really huge place. So Shanghai is one of the world's most popular places to study Mandarin in, and for very good reasons. So I would definitely recommend studying Mandarin in Shanghai. It's fun, it's interesting, it's a good place to learn, except if you're looking for a bit more peace and quiet, then Shanghai's not peaceful and quiet. But it's a great city. I would say everybody needs to experience Shanghai at least once.